doesn't mean you are. We're over to second after the
I love my ball. Ah!
He was thrown away like trash in a cardboard box on the side of the highway. He was shivering when we found him. When we rescued this 35-pound street dog, his way of saying thank you was quite unique. That dog thanked us by stealing my husband from me. I am officially the third wheel in my own marriage. I feel completely left out. Juny's start in life was incredibly rough. He was totally invisible to the world. He was just one of 5 puppies crammed inside a taped-up box and dumped on the loud, dusty shoulder of Interstate 5. They were barely clinging to life until a passing doctor slammed on the brakes and scooped them up. He treated them right away and brought them to an animal shelter. Juny's 3 siblings got adopted immediately, but Juny became the ghost dog. Nobody wanted him. People would stop in front of his kennel, take one look, and walk away. Within 3 months, he had lived in 9 different foster homes, and every single time, he got returned. When my friend called me and explained the situation, I knew I had to meet him, but I never could have predicted what was coming. When he arrived at our home in the Seattle suburbs, Juny looked like he was trembling with nerves. He refused to come inside. When we finally got him through the door, he crawled straight behind the washing machine. I let my coffee go cold and sat down on the kitchen floor. I slid the special pieces of chicken I had prepared for him toward the washing machine. I genuinely thought we were going to be a perfect match, but 15 days later, the entire dynamic of our household turned upside down. On Friday, my husband walked in through the front door. He dropped his heavy work tools on the counter. That was the exact moment everything began to change. Juny just froze and stared at my husband. He watched him for a long time. He slowly pinned his ears back. He quietly walked over to him. He leaned his entire weight against my husband's shins and looked straight up at him. He fell in love with my husband, as if my husband had created the sun and the moon. Now, I love Juny deeply, and he loves me too, but he clearly thinks I am the maid of this house. My husband is his whole source of happiness and joy. When I walked into the room carrying a laundry basket, Juny was busy licking my husband's face. They napped together on the couch. Can a dog actually fall in love with a person? I truly believe so. Those two have become their own little romantic duo. Whenever I catch them like that, I quietly pull the door shut and slip away, because I genuinely feel like I am interrupting a romantic moment. One day we took him to the park and I was completely caught off guard. My husband and I stood at opposite ends of the park. We both called his name at the exact same time. I was standing there holding the leash, fully expecting him to run to me. Instead, he took off toward my husband, dirt flying everywhere. When my nieces and nephews came over to the house, he surprised me all over again. Juny physically wedged himself between the kids and my husband. He looked at them as if to say, "Excuse me, the only child around here is me. Could you please clear out?" Then he took a long, deep breath and sprawled out. If you have ever opened your home to a rejected soul and watched them choose their one true person, you know exactly how I feel. You know precisely what this crazy, beautiful shift feels like. What do you think about all of this? Have you ever rescued an animal? Do you have a furry friend? I would absolutely love to hear your story. He spent the first part of his life being overlooked and left behind. But tonight, watching him sleep with his heavy head resting on my husband's knee, I finally understand. He was never unadoptable. He was just waiting for him.